Great. So I hope everyone has installed the softwares in the yesterday's class. Everyone has got the softwares done.
Hi Rahul.
Hi Harsha.
Yeah, actually my personal laptop is in my PG. My friends sent a courier. I will pick and install tomorrow.
Sure. Good.
Thank you.
How about others? Aman, Anjana, Aarti. I hope you guys have installed our laptops.
Installed, but on a Eclipse.
But I recommend you to go for IntelliJ
Yes.
because there are some preview features which I'll be discussing, which are not applicable here. Okay.
Okay, I will download.
Because I personally tried in Eclipse to help you out, but Eclipse is not supporting it. I've taken the latest version. Okay, let's continue our discussion on the print statements. So what I will do here, let's revise the yesterday's concept. Second class is for understanding print statements. Clear? Can anyone tell the answer for this program? What will be the complete output of the program?
Minus 981.
Sorry?
Minus 981.
Minus 981. Okay. Great. Okay, this is system.print and system.println. So when I pass a single character, can anyone tell me the output of this program? Can anyone guess what could be the output of this program?
TD.
Hmm?
TD.
No, it's a character array. Character actually.
No.
So,
The answer is 216. Surprised? Confused? So what is happening here? For a human, we understand alphabets and numbers. For Java programming language, they do not understand numbers or alphabets. Clear? They understand ASCII value. Okay, they understand ASCII value. What is this ASCII value all about? Let me show you the table. So ASCII stands for American Standard Code of Information Exchange. It's a 7-bit character code which individual bit represents a character. Now if you see here, if you want to use the letter A, so how is letter A represented in the ASCII value? It will represent it as 65. Capital B will be read as 66. Capitals will be read as 67. Capital D will be read as 68. Now when I pass a small a, it will be 97. It will calculate all the ASCII values. Now for suppose if you want to pass a white space will be ASCII value is 32. And if you want to pass a numbers, you have to ASCII value is 48 till 57. Clear? So these are the, I request everyone to keep their mics on mute if you are not speaking. Okay. So remember this ASCII ranges. Common ranges of ASCII values are for small capital A to capital Z, it is 65 to 90. For small a to small z, it is 97 to 122. Okay. For 0 to 9, it is 48 to 57. For a white space, it is 32. Total number of ASCII values that are present are 65,536 characters. 65,536 values. Clear? It is not a small number to remember, it's a very huge number. And these are the common ranges of ASCII values that we need to remember. So here what is happening here? We are performing the arithmetic operations for both the characters with the help of the ASCII values. Clear? With the help of the ASCII values. What is the ASCII value of small t? The ASCII value of small t is
116.
yes. The ASCII value of small d is 101. Correct?
100.
Will be d. Okay. So what will be the output here? 116 plus 100. That is equal to 216. So whenever you are using two characters in any, if you are using a character inside any arithmetic operation, we need to remember that we need to take the ASCII value of that character. Clear? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Now if you see here, now after executing this line of code, if I want to tell the print statement that go to the next line, so I can use this escape character called as /n. /n is an escape character in Java which tells the compiler to move the cursor to the next line. Clear? I hope this is clear, everyone. What is the escape character? And what are the print statements? How we calculate the ASCII value of two characters? Great. Can anyone tell me the output of this program? Yeah, guys. Anyone connect?
1548.
1548. Okay. It's 2310. So first thing is, what is the ASCII value of O? What is that?
111.
There is no decimals here. Why decimals is not possible? I will tell you. Let me take the ASCII value of O and W. Okay, W is 119. So remember this rule. In Java, when we are dividing a number by number without any decimal values, then it will not return a decimal value. That means what? If you see here, when I say 10 divided by 2, it will not return a decimal value. It will return a number only. Always remember, it will return a number only. Decimal values are never considered here. So what we will do here? 540 minus 111 plus 400 into 10 divided by 2 minus 119. Now what will be the output? 540 minus 111 plus 400 into 5 minus 119. Okay. 540 minus 111 plus 2000 minus 119. What is the first rule? We need to do addition. So what is 2000 plus 540? 2540 minus 111 minus 999. What is the answer here?
230.
231. So what is the answer? 2310. Wait. What is 119 plus 221? 230. Sorry. Clear? Is everyone clear with it? Any doubts?
No.
So you need to remember the BODMAS rules very clearly, guys. And every concept of ASCII value is also very important here. Okay. So how do we combine a sentence with an arithmetic operation? How do we combine them? By using the plus symbol, we can combine them. Got it? If we use the plus symbol between two different numbers, that serves as an addition operation. But if we use the plus symbol when we combine a sentence with an arithmetic operation, that acts like a joining, that acts like a joiner. Like it helps you to combine both the values. So for example, I will say value of the arithmetic operation is Can anyone tell me the output of the program? Here, if you observe it keenly, that we will use the plus symbol to join the values that is coming on the right hand side along with the sentence that we are getting it on the left hand side. Clear?
Minus 5158.
Rahul, you're using a calculator or you're just using a normal?
No, sir, I'm just applying my own logic.
Okay. Got it. So what is the final answer you're telling?
Minus 5158.
Okay.
4685.
Minus 5158. Okay. How it is minus 5158? What is the bottommost rule telling you? First, we need to solve the value that is within the brackets. 342 minus 300 into 10 minus 3000 by 2 minus 1000. Clear? Now what I will do? 342 minus 300 into 10 minus 1500 minus 1000. 342 minus 3000 minus 1500 minus 1000. Then I have to do the addition operation. Minus 5500. So minus 5158. Is this clear, everyone? What are the mistakes you made? So going further, you need to practice more. Yeah, Rahul, Ravindra, Bharati, Snehal, Vanshu, all good?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. This is how we use the plus symbol to combine a sentence with the arithmetic operation. Clear? Now, what's next? Let's discuss one more escape character, that is /r. Or let us discuss what is /b. /b represents a backspace. For example, if I say today we are understanding print statements. So when I say a backspace, when I say /b, that means it's a backspace tab. So when I say a backspace tab, what will happen here? The letter E will be removed. If you observe here, when I say after this E, I apply /b. What will happen here? When I say /b, when my cursor is here, when I press a backspace, the letter E will be removed. Now the same thing we are doing it in Java. The moment I use /b, it will act like a backspace. Clear? Is this clear? Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Everyone, I want confirmation from everyone. Any doubts?
Oh, no, Rahul.
No, nothing from.
Whatever written in the front of /b will be removed. Is this the thing?
Yeah. If
Like
you
E
write
is removed.
/b, whatever letter
Mhm.
is before /b, that will be erased.
Okay, yeah, got it.
So in short, whatever letter that is present before /b will be erased. Clear? When I say /r, or we'll say /t. What do you mean by /t? /t represents a tab space. New concepts we are learning. Hope we can proceed further. So what is happening here? Between this learning and hope, you will have a tab space. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys? Any doubts?
Got it.
Yes.
Can we go to the next one? Yes or no?
Yes.
So there is one more concept called as slash r. What is slash r? Slash r is called as carriage return character. What do you mean by carriage return character? Moves the line to the start and stays on the same. What do you mean by this? I'll say system.println hello world slash r slash hey. Now what will happen here when I say slash r? So whatever data that is present after slash r, that should be the starting sentence. Whatever data that is present before slash r, those data will be erased. Clear? So what is happening here? Slash r moves the cursor to the beginning of the line. Beginning of the line, and the word hey overwrites the word hello world. You got the point? This is called as carriage return character. So whatever data that is present before slash r, it will be overwritten with the data that is present after slash r. That means what I am telling here is, after this, whatever data is there, that should be the starting sentence. Whatever that data that is present before slash r, that should be erased off. Clear?
So it is same like slash b only, right?
Slash b is for a single character, right? Slash b is whatever letter that is present before slash b will be erased. Only a single letter. Here the whole sentence is replaced. Got it? When I say slash r, this whole data is gone. Whatever data that is present after slash r will be present. Clear?
Okay, only single letter will be
Yes.
erased. Slash b, okay.
Sorry?
No, for slash b only single letter, the whatever before
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
erased.
Yes.
Rahul, will it include the space before hey?
Yes, it will be included. That is why it is taking an extra space.
Okay.
So I mean, like slash b, if there is a space, it would erase that space, or
It
would.
will erase that space also. If I have a slash b, it will erase that space also. If I say slash r and slash b, the white space will be erased. Clear?
Okay.
So since this slash r is no, I will give you one tip. It is useful for overwriting the data in the console and used in displaying dynamic updates like timers, progress bars, etc. Clear? Slash r might be new to all of you. That is why I'm giving you more statements on slash r. Is this clear, everyone? When do we use slash r to an existing updater code? Like as I told you, if you want to overwrite the data in the console, overwrite the same line of data onto the console, we use slash r. When we discuss some looping concepts, I will show you how to use the slash r. Okay. Especially when we want to display some progress related data, especially when you want to display some timer related data, we use this slash r. I will show you with a real-time example in loops. Okay. Now, similar to system.out.println, we have one more print that is called as system.err.println. What is the purpose of it? You prints the error messages. So system.err is useful for printing the error messages. It will be displayed in maroon color on the console. Clear? Is this clear, everyone? Whenever we use exception handling or something like that, we have to cautiously use system.err.println. Whenever any error occurs in the runtime and if you want to handle it smartly, we use system.err.println. What if you use /t by followed by /b? Aman. So whatever the extra task space is there, out of that one character will be removed. For example, I will say here I will say /t and /b. What will happen? It will remove one white space only. Okay. When I say a tab key, it will have a tab space. But once I say a /b, it will clear only one backspace. Like in Java, it clears only one backspace, one character of white space. Clear? So Aman, also when you're asking, that is nice, and also try to practice it after the class once we discuss. Okay. Clear? Now when I say system.println, okay, so we can combine a sentence with a Boolean value also. So can anyone tell me the output of this program? Can anyone tell me the output of the program?
Sample output data is true.
That will be the last line.
Yeah, yes.
So always remember, whenever we are executing the code, sample output data is true. It will not be the last line. Always remember, all the error messages will be printed at the last. Clear? No matter whether we write any print statement after this. Clear? Is this clear? Any doubts?
No, not clear. You are saying that it would print at the last. In what context? Like if you print this statement.
When you are using system.println, after the system.err.println, this line will not be the last line that will print on the console. Always, whatever statements you have used, system.err.println, this will be the last line that will be printed onto the console. No matter how many print statements no matter how many out.println statements you have written after err.println.
Okay. So since we are using system.error, so after that, if you are trying to print any print statement, they will not be printed in the console.
They will print in the console. I'm talking about the ordering. After this err statement, if I execute this print statement, this will be printed above the err.println statement, because this system.err.println statement will be the last line that will be printed on the console. If you check here, sample output data is true. This is printing. This is printing before, and after all the out.println statements are completed, then only the error messages are being printed.
Okay.
Sir, if there are more than one errors,
Then
that
it
means
has
that
its own ordering, na?
yes.
When you have more than one, what is happening? So when you have more than one error message, what is the ordering of printing between the error message? This was the first statement, and this is the second statement, right? As per the ordering of print statements.
Yes.
Clear? Yes.
Yes.
So this is what we do in print statements. Is this clear? Any doubts? Great. So why we are focused, you might be wondering, print is a very simple statement and you are focusing a lot. Because print is the first and foremost statement in any programming language, and you need to be clear with all the special characters and all these things. There are more different versions of print that you need to know, but right now we don't need to know all of this. As of now, if you know this much, that is great. As and when the time requires, I will discuss all the remaining print statement concepts also. Okay.
So like printing with system.err and system.out. I mean the message description both were seeing in the console, but only the printing of order in the console will different. That's the only difference. Nothing
That's the
else.
only difference, and you see the color also.
Okay.
Color also matters. Whenever you highlight something in red color, that seems like error message, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yes.
great. So this from till here we will park the concepts of print statements. Again, we will revisit back after a couple of classes because there are more print statements which we need to cover. Okay.
One question related to /t and /b. /t, you said that it would add for one tab space.
Hmm.
/b, it will erase one letter before that.
Yes.
So since there is no letter, one tab space is there. Will
Yes.
it take one complete
We'll
tab?
remove the tab space. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the character that we have? That tab space. That tab space will be removed. Okay. Previously, whatever I said about this would be wrong. So if you just generally observe the keyboard characteristics, if I use a tab space and if I press a backspace, what will happen? The tab space will be erased, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm good.
Great. So what is the next concept that we are going to discuss? Variable concepts. What do you mean by a variable? Variable is nothing but temporary storage of value. You might ask me, why temporary storage of value? Okay, why you say it's a temporary storage of value? Because the scope of the variable is always during the execution time. That means what? Variables will be activated at the start of the execution. Variables will be activated at the start of the execution and will be destroyed after the execution is completed. Clear? Always remember what the scope of the variables is during the execution time only. That means it gets activated at the start of the execution time and destroyed after the execution is completed. Okay. If you want to understand variable in a better way, you can imagine that how you fill your water in a water bottle. So that's a temporary storage of water. Once you finish drinking the water in the water bottle, again you will refill it. So that is like a good example that you can correlate in your real time. Great. So what are the rules to be followed while declaring the variable name? Variable name should start with a small letter. Variable name should not start with a number or a special character. Okay. Variable name should not have any white spaces in between. We can use underscore as the alternate way of white spaces. Clear? Yeah. Variable name should not have any Java keywords. Okay. So in Java, we have total of 54 keywords, if I'm not wrong. Okay. So let me show you what are the Java keywords. So if you see, these are the Java keywords that we need to not use: public, private, protected, this int, char, boolean, if else, whatever. There are around 54 to 55 Java keywords. We should be careful that we should not use this Java keywords. Clear? Great. So once we understand what are the rules to be followed while declaring the variable names, the next concept is what are the different data types. One is the primitive data type. One is the non-primitive data type. You can compare primitive data type like in English language, alphabets are the primitive data type. Without alphabets, you cannot form sentences. Like in maths, without numbers from 0 to 9, you cannot form a number like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on. Okay. So like that, what are the primitive data types in Java? Int, char, boolean, okay, boolean, long, float, double, byte, short. These are the primitive data types that we have in Java. Non-primitive data types can be string, arrays, list, set, etc. You will have an infinite amount of data, infinite number of non-primitive data types. It's just like how many different kinds of sentences you can form in English, how many numbers you can form after like 10, 11, 12, like 20, 30, 400, 500, some 10,000, you can form infinite number of numbers. Similarly, non-primitive data types are also the same thing. So what is the syntax for declaring a variable? Before that, I want to tell you one point that Java is a statically typed programming language. Meaning what? Meaning we have to associate a data type to the variable at all the times. Clear? What is the syntax for declaring a variable? Data type, variable name. Clear? Data type and variable name. Great. So I'll say int a1, char b2, double d3, float f4, short g5, long h6, byte h7, int char double float byte short long, boolean, clear? This is how we declare a variables in Java. Now, what does each variable hold a significance? So boolean is something that accepts true or false values. Byte is something what accepts a range of values from minus 128 to 127. Short is nothing but accepts a range of values from minus 32,768 to 32,767. Accepts a range of values from minus 2 power 31 to 2 power 31 minus 1. Accepts a range of values from 2 power 63 to 2 power 63 minus 1. Accepts a single value like a capital letter or a small letter or a single number or a white space or even any special character, anything. It will accept only a single value. When I say float, accepts up to 5 significant digits. When you say 5 significant digits, after the decimal point, it will accept up to 5 digits. Clear? Accepts up to 16 significant digits. Is this clear? Yeah. So, what is the syntax of initializing a variable? Variable name equal to value. So here I can say whatever value I want, I can declare it. D3 equal to 5 point something like this. F4 equal to 5.6F. Letter F is used at the end to indicate the Java compiler that we are using a float value. Okay. G5, I will say. H6. So you need to use the letter L. So letter L is used at the end to indicate the Java compiler that we are using a long value. I7 equal to minus 130. When I say minus 130, it will throw a compilation error stating that I require a byte value, but you provided an int value. Got it? Is this clear? All good?
Yes, Rahul.
Great. Throws compilation error as we are exceeding the range of the byte. J8 equal to false. Okay. Now, if you want, you can print the variables also. Clear? Clear, everyone? So I'm printing the variables here. Is this clear? All good?
Yes.
So it will
Oh,
print.
Rahul, I have one doubt
Mhm.
about that. Will you just scroll up? Okay. The number one, the minus 130. You have
Hmm.
given the range from minus 128 to positive number, right? Something.
Yes.
So
Yes,
it
120.
will take, yeah. So it will take no 130. It's minus 130, right? It's starting
But
from minus 128.
yeah, it's minus 128, but I provided the value of minus 130, right?
Hmm. No, there is some confusion, I think.
So is the value between minus 128 to 127 minus 130? When you read the values from negative, it is minus 128, minus 127, minus 126. Got it?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or else, for your convenience, I'll make it positive 130. Now we are clear? Now you are clear, right?
Yes, with positive I'm clear. Yeah.
So this is how we print the variables. Now since we have printed the variables, can anyone tell me the arithmetic operation of this? You can use the calculator. Okay? You can use the calculator for this operation. Can anyone tell the output of this program?
Uh, 7.129 something.
If it shows big number.
Yeah, it's a big number.
It is minus 7.129 something. 7.13 round figure.
Yeah.
7.13 to the power 12. Got it?
Yeah, Rahul.
Great. All good? All good, everyone. What is a variable? How do we declare it? How do we assign it? How do we use them in arithmetic operations? So, one more thing you need to remember is J8 plus I7 throws a compilation error because we cannot perform any arithmetic operations with the Boolean values. Clear? So, it throws a compilation error because we cannot perform any arithmetic operations with Boolean values. Great. So, these are the topics that I have planned for the day. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask. We have last couple of minutes remaining. So, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah, just one line number 53. It works on Badmas rule, right? So generally A1 into D3 it would get multiplied and then H6 into I7.
Yes.
And these will do a subtraction of both, and
Yes.
that amount would be reduced from B2.
Yes.
Sir, in this arithmetic operation,
Tell me.
yes, sir, in this arithmetic operation, if there is a modulus and division both, then what will be the priority?
Modulus is something that can take it in the next class. So if you have modulus and division, first division, then modulus. For the people who do not know modulus, modulus is nothing but reminder of a number.
But here B2 we have a value as T, right?
Yeah, you have to take the ASCII value of T. Yeah.
Yeah, clear. But so BT we need to get the ASCII value of the T.
Yes, you need to get the ASCII value of T. Okay. Yeah.
And Rahul, how we are getting that syntax error? So backend, what is happening actually?
Backend, what is happening means?
Like if you, yeah, if you are typing J8 plus I7, how the syntax error it is showing? Like JVM is working to show that syntax error.
No
for
need of
HTTP.
JVM. We
Yeah.
have installed JDK library. When you install JDK library, all the libraries are automatically added to your project. If you see this external libraries folder, all your Java libraries are added to your project. Based on that, it has a lot of equations to understand how the compilation should happen. So what are the values it can take? It can take an integer, except Boolean value. If you combine with any of the other things, it knows how to compile and get the output out of it. Because for any arithmetic operation, either it expects a double value or a double value or an integer value. But you're trying to pass a Boolean value. Boolean value is something that is not accepted with J8. So that is how smartly the compiler recognizes this, that hey, if I add something with this I7, I might not get any numeric value. So that is why it will throw an exception.
So the JDK is working to find that error, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, JDK will always work to find the error. JVM does not work to find the errers. Right now,
Yeah.
only JDK is working.
JVM is only for running the code, so not to
Yes.
find compilation. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
And can you explain the statically typed language you
Statically typed language means what? When I am associating a data type with a variable name.
okay.
In JavaScript, Python, we don't provide any data type for the variable name. So we call them as dynamically typed programming language.
Okay. Okay. Like VB script also like dynamic this
VB
one,
script, I'm not so sure because it's a very old age script and I've not used it for a very long time.
Okay. Okay.
Even C++ is also a statically typed programming language. We have to provide the data type for the variable.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Okay. There is one more concept in variables which we can have a discussion of it tomorrow also. And also we will start with strings. The most important topic, like bread and butter.
I'm just asking for confirmation, since we the t value is initialized with character data type. In this character, we are trying to do a subtraction or addition. Does it not going to take like an append operation here?
Sorry?
Like how we, I mean, since it is assigned to the character variable, the B2 value, so we are using it in the like adding or subtraction here, the value here. So would it not be something like append or something?
No. In any arithmetic operation, it will take the ASCII value. That is the beauty of Java. It will understand that I have to take the ASCII value of it when I'm using any arithmetic operation.
Sir, while
So
initializing,
only for characters it would take the ASCII values, or even for string also you were saying?
Sorry?
Only for character data type when you are assigning in the
Yes,
alphabet.
only for characters only.
Okay.
If someone else was asking something.
yes, sir. While initializing a variable of data type double, so do we have to write D
No need.
after that one?
No need. Whatever letters I have told, I have written explicitly here. If we follow that, that is more than enough.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else, guys? So tomorrow is a very important class because we'll be discussing the string concepts. And string is like a bread and butter for every automation engineer as well as a normal programmer also. Great.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Rahul.
Yes.
Rahul,
Yes.
recording sessions where we can
Yeah, I'll keep you posted on the recording session, Sasha.
download. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We'll
Okay,
see you tomorrow then. Bye-bye.
thank you.
Thank you.